Hello, what's up, bro?
Hello, what's up?
How's it going?
Good. Are you okay with the lighting?
The lighting works for me. Can't complain. There's
Okay.
nothing to complain about. We have to work with what's there. So now,
Yeah.
quick one. Just introduce yourself before we start this conversation. Tell people your name and what you do.
I'm Raphael Mutua, a wardrobe stylist based in Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah,
Oh, that's it.
that's
Don't want to
me.
put like some salt bay kidogo nini.
Maybe costume designer. Mostly I'm a
Eric is
wardrobe
saying what's up.
stylist.
You already see
Yeah.
Eric there saying what's up. You work with him. You don't even remember Eric?
I know Eric.
Oh,
We worked on a previous. We worked with him on a previous TVC. Weetabix is just to come out. Yeah.
Oh, it's yet to come out.
Yeah, but we worked with him on several projects.
Easy. So before we start, let me just play a small PSA, and then we can get on with the interview.
Okay.
Help stop respiratory viruses spreading. Wash hands often with soap and water, or use an alcohol hand rub. Cough or sneeze into your elbow or a tissue, then bin it. Avoid close contact with anyone who has a fever, cough, and trouble breathing. If you have these symptoms, see a doctor. Wash hands after contact with live animals. Don't eat raw or undercooked animal products. Please spread this message to help stop the spread of respiratory viruses.
And back to our regular scheduled program. So, just again, for those people who've joined, just introduce yourself so that the people who are joining, they can just catch up with your name and what you do.
Okay. I am Raphael Mutua, a wardrobe stylist and a costume designer based in Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, that's me.
How long have you been doing it, bro?
I started with personal buying, personal shopping. Then for wardrobe styling is 2 years. I started in February 2018. So I've been here for 2 years.
I think that's when we bumped into each other.
Yeah, we bumped into each other on my first major TVC, Twaweza.
That was your first?
Yeah, but it was big. It's because it was big, many guys never knew it was my first. Yeah. That's why we bumped.
And you had to act professional so that people don't assume you're an amateur.
Yeah. You have to do that.
But so far, so good, man. You've been doing like a lot of big projects. I have to commend you on that. So mad respect for that.
Okay, thank you
so much. And of course, today I just posted something on my Insta stories. And I said, you know what? Because there were people who were talking about like the GQ cover. The Kipchoge, was it a spread or was he on the cover?
It was the spread.
On
the cover. No.
He was on the cover?
No. It was the spread. The spread.
Okay. But yeah, for those people who don't know, like he was actually involved. You were involved in the styling or part of the project when they were shooting that in Kenya, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where to me, like if I do such a project, my rate card goes, I just start telling people, hey, 4 weeks from now, the rate card is going up. So how was that experience? Because we can also just jump into his wardrobe. I don't know whether I'll be able to open any of the outfits from my phone. But, just tell us about the project, how that experience was.
First of all, the moment I knew it was Kipchoge and Mobolaji doing the project, I was so happy.
Yeah.
It's because I got a call.
Mobolaji?
Mobolaji is the fashion director, GQ. He did Queen of Katwe wardrobe. So he's like very big in the fashion industry. So the moment I got a random call in the morning, I got
Okay,
a call from.
Can you see something on the screen? Can you see? Okay,
Yeah.
but I've blocked his face. I don't know what the
No,
hell.
no, but I can see the Gucci
But you can see the
pants.
outfit and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it was that morning I got a random call from a producer based in Kenya if I was interested in a shoot in Eldoret.
If you are interested.
Yeah. At that time I never knew it was Eliud. Then he connected
so they
me
didn't
to.
tell you, Kwanda, they just like
Yeah. Even him didn't know. Then he connected me to one of the producers from Uganda, Talking Films. They did the production services in Kenya. So from there is when I knew it was GQ magazine. And considering I'm a stylist, that was a dream come true.
Of course, man. GQ, man, that's just everything that you can ever imagine. So on set, because I know, how do you pronounce his name? I don't get his name wrong, because, you know,
Mobolaji.
fashion people,
Mobolaji. Yeah, Mobolaji Dawodu.
Okay, so because I know Mobolaji did the controversial cover. It was good and controversial at the same time. The Pharrell cover, which said,
the outfit.
It said it was something to do with, I can't even remember what the headline was, but he did the controversial big yellow, was it the outfit
mustard
that Pharrell was wearing? Exactly. But just what's his experience and thought process? Because I see he has like a very different eye, and even like just what you learned from him. How was the experience working with him, and what did you learn in the process?
He's a simple guy, but the guy is really talented. He's like, he's swimming the whole time. Styling for him is like breathing oxygen. It was so smooth. And so he's talented. He's very good. He's up there.
Is that him? Can you see him on the...
Yeah, I can see him. That's him.
Thank God this thing is working now. I'm still trying to figure out all the settings.
It has started to behave.
So he's strict, or he's easy to work with. His ideas are on top of his head. Like, just take us through it, man. Or those stylists, because, you know, I have these young stylists who are always trying to figure out, plus, what other people don't know, maybe, as we're still having this conversation, is like, you've been styling, and I think we say styling and producing, providing wardrobe for a lot of major TVCs over the past 2 years.
Yeah,
big
majorly I do
You want to name some companies?
Yeah, I usually work with Mojo.
Yeah,
there is
Mojo
Film Crew in
Productions,
Africa. Yeah, FCIA. Film Crew in Africa. I did the Ogunnaike with Airtel. Remember the advert with Fat Train?
Yeah, the fat guy who was like running around looking for a charger. Yeah,
just
good stuff.
Yeah, and early this year, I did a French film. OSS 117 is like Bond. Yeah, it's like Bond 7.
Bro. Okay, listen. Just pause for that first of all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I did recently a feature film. It will come out in 2021, hopefully.
Yeah.
With Blue Sky. So those are the production houses I've worked with majorly. And now Talking Films.
I think I know someone from Blue Sky.
Who?
Sorry, just wait. Sorry for interrupting you. This is just my behavior, and people always complain.
It's okay. It's okay.
So you said which other Ugandan company?
Talking Films. The one which did the Talking Films. They did the production services for GQ magazine. Yeah.
So now you know, like you have contacts straight from. Let's go back to GQ before we come back to Kenyan TVCs. Are okay, they're good, but when we're talking about GQ, I think it gets a bit exciting for somebody like me when I'm asking the questions. So what was different on set from what you used to working locally?
What I can say, it was a very normal shoot, but I think the
Okay.
quality of the photographer, the stylist, is what I noticed was a bit high. It's like they're used to this. It was like their day to day. It was so easy
Just
for
regular,
them.
eh? It's
Yeah,
regular.
like the photographer just never used the lights. She was just walking. Yeah,
She did not use lighting.
only
In that-
natural lighting. The whole shoot.
I hope Kenyan photographers are listening to this. Hey, at times our clients want you to go with a crazy setup so that they can justify,
The amount.
why we spending this much on this person. So at times I hear when people just come with crazy props and they must use maybe very minimal light, just so that to make the client happy. Okay, so what else?
She never used the lights, and it was so simple. It was a good vibe. Mobo, the whole time, like we waited for him. He came late from Nigeria, so the first day we had to arrange like every piece in order. Shirts on one side, pants on one side, jackets on one side. So the moment he came in, he just said hi. He took his beat spill, put some Nigerian songs, and it started. He was like dancing the whole time. Yeah, it was so easy for him the whole time.
How long did it take?
For the fittings, I think it took maximum 35 minutes. It was so quick. Something I noticed with them, time is very important.
And that's the
rate
also again.
Yeah, so it was like changing the outfits. This change, next outfit change, next outfit change. Then we wrapped after 35 minutes fittings. And by that time, we had done like 8 outfits, styling 8 outfits within 35 minutes. So it was really quick. Yeah.
And
that was the
who provides the like, did he fly in with did he send the wardrobe, or where did the wardrobe come from? We also want to talk about the wardrobe specifically.
Yeah, the wardrobe you see, all of them came from the runway. I think the 2019 runways.
What?
They were straight from the designers. That's why they are very expensive, especially those Gucci pants.
The Gucci pants, what's the price here? $5,200, right?
Yeah. 520,000.
Why would pants? No. Wait.
Yeah, it's 520,000 Kenya shillings.
Yes, 520,000 Kenya shillings. Why would you, just as a stylist, would you justify the cost of those pants? Because we're looking at them right now on the live. You can see them on the screen, right?
Yeah, I can see them.
When you're there and you're seeing these pants, did you touch those pants? Maybe there's something I'm missing.
I even took a separate pictures of the pants alone. They were leather pants straight from the runway. Things you just see on internet, and then you could hold them there. Yeah.
520,000 for pants. Why? Explain to me, you're a stylist.
They are designer, limited edition.
Limited edition.
Yeah. And that specific pant, the leather pant, even the feel, I think, fashion is luxury. So that's how it goes.
Okay, let's go to the shirt, right?
Yeah.
The shirt says it's Hermes.
Yeah.
$1,850. Can you just tell me about how the shirt was? Because you are touching these outfits, right? Because prepping them and everything. Okay, tell me something about the shirt so that, and I'm talking, I air these, fashionistas are watching, bloggers and everything. What about the shirt?
The quality. Again.
$1,850.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Once you touch
Oh, yeah.
the outfits, you just feel like it's a dream come true. You just wish you can take them. You can take them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, the shirt and the shoes. Okay, so when these outfits are being coordinated by, oh my God,
Mobolaji.
Mobolaji, when he's picking the outfits together, did you get a sense of why he was matching the shirt with the pants? Because he has, like what I've noticed in almost all of his shoots, there is this kind of, let me see what else I have on my phone. I have like this Diplo outfit.
Yeah.
He's very rich on some old school kind of vintage feel in a lot of his outfits. That's
and
like
he loves Prince.
Yeah. I think old school Prince.
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
But there's a
maybe I
sense of
explain
that.
the process.
Yeah.
Let me explain the process. First,
Mm-hmm.
before they come to Kenya, they have to source from the various designers in Europe and USA.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, they have several outfits. They come to Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, there are some fashion, some designers who don't love being paired with other designers. So you have to be very specific on which outfits you're pairing. Sometimes you prefer if you can do the whole outfit, Fendi or Gucci, the whole outfit, the better.
Also, they don't want to be mixing it now. Hermes and
yeah, some designers don't love that, so they are very specific. Don't pair this outfit with Gucci. Don't pair this with this. So sometimes it happens. So from there, Mobo knows what to pair. So sometimes you might suggest, let's do this with this. And he tells you, no, you can't do that. So I took some of the knowledge, especially me and Ian. We were Ian the sketch. I was with him in this project.
The only problem is I can't do, Instagram hasn't given us like that option of doing like 3 or 4 people, not unless I'm missing that. But if that was an option, definitely would have wanted Ian to be here. And you remember even when I was asking you to come for the interview, to do the interview, you're asking me like, where's the location? I'm like, bro, we're on a lockdown, bro. There's a curfew. What do you mean? Social distance.
Kwanzaa, when you told me about the time.
Yeah. Because it's at night. Yeah. So anyway, but back to just picking the outfits. So just so that I get this clear, when these outfits were laid out, like these are the outfits we're shooting for Kipchoge, did you have at first like the freedom for just like selecting what would go with what, and then Mobolaji would tell you like, okay, now this doesn't work, let's go with this? Did you have the freedom of choosing at least?
We got a chance of choosing like 3 outfits. Especially there's a look for that Calais jacket. I don't know if you have it here.
I don't have it here. And I feel
I have them. I have them in my phone, so I wish I would have sent before it started. So that, I remember like that one, it's Ian who inspired that look.
What?
So you had different look, like that one for
some of the
that one. There's this look for the purple, the Isimiyaki with tracksuit. So I suggested that room, that kimono look. It was one of my suggestions.
The thing is, like, that's such a good thing to have, like, on your portfolio, because if we're talking about Kipchoge, GQ, and your credits are there somewhere down there, bro, that's huge. I don't feel like it's a huge accomplishment. It's just kawaida for you, Pia, like Mobolaji.
No. I was so happy. Kwanzaa, you see, these are the one of the jobs when you're starting, you just
Yeah.
wish to get.
Mm. Mm.
So I was so grateful I had that chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and what else to do with that outfit? Let's talk about these shoes. I wish I had all the outfits saved on my phone. That's just my fault. Let's talk about his shoes. His shoes were what were the shoes? I can't remember
Gucci. The price.
Are they Gucci?
Yeah.
The price is there. It's $980.
$80. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
is
98,000.
98,000. Yeah. Let's talk about those shoes. Those are Gucci.
Yeah.
Sheesh. What were the other options? What were the other
we had
options?
many. We had Manolos. I think for me, I prefer the Manolos. Yeah, I love them. And the Gucci.
Other than this?
Yeah.
Why?
The finishing. Gucci any day is good, but Manolos is good. Manolos, they are way good. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know about this because, if you give me those shoes and a pair of Jordans, I'd pick my Jordans any day. But, when you see the prices here, you're like, what? Okay, the pants, I'm not so sure whether I would try them out. And then let's see what else I have on my phone.
The pants are 70s. The 70s look. They're a bit flare.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, even if you see, like, a majority of Mobolaji's outfits, he kind of goes for that, like, a flare look. You see, like, when Diplo is walking, then you need pants, even like the suit.
Yeah.
Goes with, like, some
vintage.
classy looks, vintage.
Yeah.
And it's always, I haven't seen anyone with, like, this modern look, skinny, like, tight pants at the bottom. All of them are, like, flares and sharp-pointed shoes, kind of, which I think might be his signature.
He wears like that.
He wears like that.
Yeah. If you,
also,
the whole time was like that.
You see, like all these, like even most of his looks have that a vintage look and feel. Okay, so about what was it? The suit. There was a really nice. Okay, I can't fit all of it on the screen, but that's the suit. What was that? I can't remember all the details.
The name is very hard to pronounce.
It's one of those names.
Yeah.
Okay, but
you can go check the prices and try pronouncing that name.
No, for me,
I can remember.
Like, I don't want to embarrass myself right now, but it's all good. And then, hold on. Can I type and pin something here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was one of my favorite looks, by the way.
Which one?
The purple suit, the printed purple suit.
No, but that looked really good. And then there was this outfit he had on when I think he was standing like behind, like, was it like a farm or something? Because it seemed a bit dusty. Had like some pointed shoes, like a half jacket, and did he have like a?
Oh, that monkey trouble look.
Yes. That looked fly though. Yeah. But they made him look like some African either warrior or leader or king. Yeah. Maybe that's what they were going for, like a leader or something.
For me, I felt it was more of a monkey trouble look.
Monkey trouble look.
Remember those?
What? No, I don't remember. You tell me what that means before I misinterpret it.
Maybe I show you other pictures. I wish you could go to Google and show you more.
Somebody's asking, did he get to keep get to keep any of the clothes?
No. All the clothes were packed and taken back to US. Every piece. Imagine every piece had to go back to a specific trunk.
Oh, so you packed them properly, Nini?
Yeah, in order. the pieces in order the way they came in.
Is there a way? Because I'm just thinking, because GQ is very, very organized, and I'm assuming all these outfits. We're talking about GQ. Everything is expensive. You can't spill coffee on any of the outfits.
You
can't burn any of the outfits. So when they come to the shoot, are the outfits laid out and ironed in a specific way, steamed, or how do they come packed? I'm just asking all these details because, man, we're still talking about GQ. GQ is huge. Or are you given instructions like, Raphael, don't touch this. This, do not try and steam it up. If you steam it, you reduce the price of the outfit by 50 or 20%.
No, they don't have like, don't do this because of this pricing. What you do, you just avoid damaging the clothes. Yeah. That's all. So you can steam, you can iron, you can reduce the sizes, but don't cut the pieces. But they were very specific on how you hang them,
how you
pack them. Yeah, because you can like destroy the fabric. They are very specific.
Yeah, those pants, my friend, if you ruin those pants.
And you avoid doing that. You avoid doing that.
And then
even the sunglasses.
What were the sunglasses, by the way?
I think those ones are from Harlem. They were variety, Gucci, different suppliers. Yeah.
And I just, what did I want to ask? I wanted to ask, what's the biggest like comparison that you can notice between like just working with, these people from GQ and working with like local productions, apart from the time thing? Because I think for most of us, like most clients want to see spend like hours and hours and hours in the studio. They give you changes and nini. They want to see like where all their money is going. But what's the other biggest contrast that you notice between working with Mobolaji, GQ team, and what you normally face on a regular when doing productions in Kenya?
For this shoot, it was a small shoot. You are like a team of 10 guys. But what I noticed, preparation, prep. For them, prep is very serious. The day of the fittings, it was the most hectic day. And when we came to the shoot, it was the most simple thing of the whole day. The whole time, it was the most simple thing we had. So what I can say, for them, time is very important. Because I think it's time. Because in terms of crew, our crew is really good. It's really good. But you can't compare them because it was a small set.
But still, you see like the magnitude of the kind of job they're doing. So would you say like our productions, because what I've noticed with some of our productions at times, I just don't want to point fingers, but at times we just have way too many people on set and some don't even not necessarily need to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something that you noticed.
Well,
because you keep touching
for
on
them,
like you were a small crew when doing.
You are a very small crew. Yeah.
When you compare it to what
I think if it was a Kenyan shoot, we could have been so many guys, even the catering guys. For them, I think they were minimizing the cost. You see the camp, they didn't allow so many people. So we had to minimize the numbers because no photography was allowed around the camp. So they were very specific because they are managed by a Dutch company, which is very strict.
Who's managed by the Dutch company?
Eliud and the people from Nike.
Wait, Eliud is managed by Dutch company?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Kudos for
You
him.
can't touch him. Even get him a random interview that you could have gotten maybe 4 years ago. Now you can't.
What?
You have to notify them,
Uh-huh.
then they plan.
You know, I love this though. But look at where he is. Look at where he is right now. Is that something that you think we need to? Because this is just like on a sidebar. Does that make you look at maybe just the country and people who are responsible and in these positions? Maybe they could do something better in managing talent that's already in the country.
Yeah, the way Eliud is managed, I wish it was a local company, but that level, before we reach there, it will take a while because the level of corruption here, I think corruption is the main thing. You and your story too.
No,
because they were so strict. They were
Mm-hmm.
so strict. And it was good management. That's what I can say.
Because even for me, what I was talking to some other creative, like, was it last week, just on my podcast too, and I was telling them how there's so much unprofessionalism here that it's really sad. Because even like just for when it starts from like just getting a job, it would be something like, I know you can you do this project? I'm like, yeah, I can do it. This is how much it will cost. And then somebody will be like, okay, so I'll give you the job, but as long as I'm getting like 50, we're going 50-50 with the pay. Yeah. So such small to things, like the way you're saying, like when you mentioned corruption, it's just those two small things that at times it discourages creatives to push themselves to such, or even to put themselves out there in bigger platforms, because you know that comes with it. And just for him to be able to be managed by like just a whole foreign entity, and you can see how all the things that are coming his way when he's just chilling at home. And what kind of person is he?
He's a calm guy. The way you see him on TV, he's just like that. Very humble. Yeah, he's a humble guy.
There's no mohahe
hata ongei.
nini.
No, Rosafi. He's a very cool guy. And I'm glad I met him.
Man, that's good. So, I mean, at least we've touched on that, and that's a good thing that you actually saw it on my stories, and just because I was hoping, because I had seen you like post something to do with that behind the scenes. But here's the other thing, like with my podcast, I don't want to talk to people who don't want to talk to me. That's what people don't realize. And even at times, they're my friends, but if they don't want to talk to me on the podcast, there's nothing I can do but just invite people who are like open to doing it. And like so far, like even for you, I think it was like a bit 50-50. You were like, yo, I think I might chicken out on this one. But you see, it's not that hard. It's just like a regular conversation. And for a podcast, that's where people now start connecting. Somebody who's like a stylist, or they're upcoming, because I've met so many, like even right now, before like the whole virus thing, like just outbreak, I've seen it's such a huge trend in Kenya with people who want to be fashion stylists and everything, and they just don't know the first steps to take to start doing it. Like if you have to advise like any young upcoming guys who want to get into styling and everything and do like PVCs and do like those huge productions, because there's some people like that's just like their dream, but how would you advise them to take those two steps?
What I can tell them, it's get out there, just try. You can maybe volunteer. You can do internship and under someone who's way ahead of you. You can try assist. You can always try assist, because for me, I started out assisting Brian, Wamboy, Timba, Robinai. They were way ahead of me. They are like the legends already. So that's how I got in. So what I can tell guys, try to volunteer sometimes and intern under experienced people. It's like maybe you getting someone to help you with the lightings. You start with the lightings, then maybe you progress, you buy your camera, then you're okay. Yeah.
True. Okay, and then what do you think of just the state now of styling, like in Kenya, of course?
It's on the rise. It's headed. It's on a positive rise. That's what I can say. Yeah. Currently, what I can say.
Sorry, just finish, please. My apologies. Just finish.
Maybe currently because of Corona, the jobs maybe. It's a creative industry. Zimeenda chini, but
I just wanted to ask, about that. Like, how is this gonna affect? Like, how is it already like affecting your jobs?
Majorly, no events currently. So if you style for events, there are no events, no TVCs. So maybe personal shopping currently. That's what I've done maybe in the past 2 weeks.
What's that?
Someone calls you, tells you, I need like 4 outfits.
I need 4 outfits.
Yeah. Random outfits. Maybe I'll attend a function, but now you see function are reduced. I'm going somewhere with someone, so I need like 4 outfits. That's what's happening now, and some of the shows which are yet to wrap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now if I was to come to you, just, and here's the thing, because we're using your example. So come to you and tell you, like, you know what, Raphael, I need 4 outfits. One, I have to take someone for dinner. 2, I have like a corporate gig to attend to. And the other 2, I just need like maybe shoots to promote like my brand. Like, how much are we talking about? Because now I think I have to pay you for your service, and I have to pay for the clothes, right?
Sometimes, because
I don't have. Okay, let's start with what don't I have to pay?
It depends. It depends if you want to retain the outfits.
Okay.
Yeah. But
you can rent clothes in China.
Yeah, you can rent.
Okay, let's talk pricing. It
depends on how complex it is. But what I can say,
bro, listen. I'm talking about. I've asked you. I want to look fly in that dinner. I want to look good in that corporate meeting, and I also want to do promos. Like, let's say I want to do promos. What would be a good example? I want to do promos maybe for my podcast. So I want 2 extra outfits that I can use to go and shoot for my podcast promo, and then not retain them. Let's talk about renting, and then we'll go back to pay.
It will cost you minimum 7,000 per outfit. Yeah.
For what? Buying?
Yeah.
Buying or renting?
The service. Service, because especially for the men, you'll have to buy the outfits. You don't have many shops which rent, or we can source from them. So for the men, just the service is 7.
The service is you selecting, you providing the service and the outfits.
Sometimes, but
most
of the times you'll have to buy the outfits. Especially for men, you'll have to pay. Maybe if the outfits costs 12,000, you'll have to pay 19,000
per outfit.
No. For outfit now, it will come to depends. It
Oh,
depends how
19
complex
is the
the outfit
service.
is.
19 is the service.
Seven
charge,
seven
right?
is the service per outfit.
Per outfit.
So
Yeah.
if
So I
it's
want 4. So if it's 4, that's
28 for
28
the
Gs.
service. So maybe you
Okay.
can talk,
Yeah.
but
Depending on
supposed to
whoever it
be
is. Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Depending on the client. Yeah.
It's very complex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's of course you can't give like a certain figure because it will depend on the client and what kind of maybe now outfit they want. I'm guessing.
Yeah, maybe
now
because you want a suit to be tailored. So
yeah.
because I've noticed my charge is a bit low. Sorry.
Oh, it gave you the 10% fee.
Yeah. And I've noticed.
Are you almost out of
it
charge?
gave me, yeah. Can I go pick it? But I'll have to remove the connection.
Wait.
How long?
How long will that take you? How long
to
will
go
that
pick
take
it?
you?
Just going to my
and plug in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So where will your phone be in the meantime?
I can work with it.
No.
How long?
I'll just play some I'll play some background music. Let me just play some background music.
Okay.
So yeah, for anyone who go get the charger. So for anyone who's listening, I'm just talking to a good friend of mine, and he was part of the team that is just styled Kipchoge on the GQ cover that just came out, I think a few hours ago. And I really have to commend him for that because I bumped into him 2 years ago and he was just asking about the digital space and how he can keep building his name on the platform. And look at him now. He's just doing a lot of TVCs, a lot of magazines. He's also styling them and everything. Okay, he's back. Yeah, but he does a really good job at styling. So I'm just trying to ask as many questions as I can. So if you're watching and you want to ask him anything to do with that, please do. Don't hesitate. If you want to rent an outfit, because Kenyans, we're always servicing loans and everything. If you want to rent an outfit, talk. Let's talk right now. Ladies, do you want to rent those outfits? Yeah. So,
Can you hear me?
you're good? Is it charging?
Yeah.
I can hear you, but now you need to decide where your lighting is, bro, because I can't see shit.
Good. Let me go switch off.
Okay, yeah. No, that's which other one? Just make sure whatever light.
Yeah.
Okay, that's still okay. That works. Let's just do 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to stop moving, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's not the best, but we can work with it for now. Just give me 10 minutes of your time and we're good.
Yeah,
Are you tired of holding the phone?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, sorry. So, what was I asking? We're talking about the price. Is it a profession that you see yourself doing for the longest time, or is there a next level to it you'd want to advance to?
Yeah, what I want to venture into is movies.
Movies.
I want to go deep into costume designing and wardrobe styling, but from the movie side, on the movie side. So
why is that?
I've always loved movies, feature films. So that's what I would definitely want to go into because they are way big. After I experienced the movie we shot early this year.
Yeah.
That is what I want.
Oh, the whole experience just made you want to switch to that.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself let's say?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll still be doing maybe television commercials, a bit of fashion styling, but I want to venture mostly into costume designing in movies.
Okay, if you the cards were laid out on the table, and you had to do it either locally or overseas. Like, which one would you pick, and why?
Locally. But I really hope our industry grows because I love Kenya.
Like, listen,
And
hoping is one thing, and
definitely,
like things changing is a whole other thing.
Yeah. Currently, maybe in US.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if I were to try.
Because of course, there's some people begging you up there. Ali saying like, Mr. Raphael. Suji saying big
Ali does. Yeah, Ali does film.
Oh, he does.
And he does locations.
So if I need locations, Ali is the guy to talk to. Hey, Ali, what are your prizes, Bana? What are your prizes? Send me your prizes.
And Suge, my high school, it was my schoolmate.
Nice. So, like, when you got into like just the whole styling thing, did your family like understand what you're getting into? Because like parents and they're like, "Wait, Bana, what's going on, Bana? What's this? What's happening?" Were they supportive, or it took them time to understand? Because it's a whole new industry that do we even have schools for styling? Yes.
Styling, maybe fashion. Yeah, we have KU. They are good, and there is there's Buruburu Institute. Yeah, me, I never went to school for fashion. But
and look at you now. Look at you now. Yeah. Did they understand? Okay. Did parents understand? Did your relatives understand?
Maybe what I can say, they never understood at first. They thought maybe I was not serious. Maybe like 1 year later is when they just said, "Okay, Basi," because they were telling me, "Tafuta kazi."
Are you serious? So what did they want you to do? What did they want you to do?
Oh, I don't know, because after I don't know, maybe job of 8 to 5. That's what they wanted.
Mshahara.
Walikuwa nataka mshahara. Walikuwa na hizi tunacheza na nguo.
But what about now? What's like their reaction now when they see your portfolio and stuff? And you remember when I was telling you you need to share what you're doing more like online.
Yeah, I remember.
How did that like just did it work to your advantage? Do people respect what you do more because now they see your projects and stuff? Because you're never posting like or at the time you were just like, I'm not so sure about Instagram and stuff. But what has it done for you so far?
It's still a challenge posting. I'm not so good in social media.
Bro, come on.
What? I'm not that good.
Yeah.
But posting has really helped with networking. More people know what you're doing. Even your friends are the one, especially my friends, they're really marketing me. Because, you're looking for a wardrobe guy, I know a guy.
Yeah.
I know a guy. So putting your work out there, I can always tell anyone, post. You never know who's watching. You never know.
And it's so easy because you've met
many clients online. There is groundwork, but the moment you meet someone, they'll ask you, "What's your Instagram handle?" It's like the CV for stylists.
Yeah.
What's the handle?
And it's all pictures because fashion and videos and pictures.
Yeah. So your Instagram is your CV currently.
Okay. So back to like now, what's the reaction to like friends, relatives, and people who are just close to you and they never understood what you're doing? Like, what's their reaction now?
I think most of my friends are happy and they understand what I'm doing currently. I think my parents are 70-30.
They're like, well, umekata kazi bado.
Yeah, there's that. I remember this mtu anaendanga home, and then I tell them, it's me who did that advert. It's me who did that advert. That's when I think they started respecting.
They're like, oh, what?
The moment
you did this and this?
The moment they saw the work, that's when they started respecting the career.
Like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So now, because I think we've done like, I know we were supposed to do this thing 15 minutes, but you see, I think we've done like 51 minutes.
Oh, awesome.
What did you think of the conversation like so far? Because you didn't want to do it anyway.
It's not as hard as I thought. Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, it's just like the same thing.
I've got many requests to do interviews, but most of them I say next time. But I'll try. This year, I'll try going to those interviews.
I mean, I'm not sure whether we should say this year because, this pandemic thing is still like...
it will be over.
How long do you think this thing will take? I'm asking everyone that. I just want to hear people's opinion, like, in their thought process.
For us, if you're
very
good, July.
Not July.
Yeah, the best. Because currently we are going to April. So April is going to be, I just hope for the best. Maybe start recovering from May, June, then July. Everything will start going back more.
So you're telling me they'll come up with a vaccine for coronavirus by July?
Let's hope we get the vaccine as early as possible. But otherwise, if you're flattening the curve, it's maybe in May.
Because, like Bill Gates is funding like the research program and everything. And he said like it's going to take at least 18 months to get the vaccine ready. And before they start distribution, like worldwide.
It might take longer.
So worst case scenario, if it takes 18 months, are you ready to adapt to whatever situation we'll be in?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, itabidi.
What's the plan? What's the plan? Worst case scenario?
Love to go with plan Bs.
Have you thought of doing anything like online, maybe? I'm just trying to think of like, because even like once this whole thing ends, like there's so many people who can't go back to their regular jobs because even their bosses will be like, yo, I don't think we need you anymore because we've seen so many other things on the digital platform that we can introduce to the company. And so many jobs will be declared redundant after this. That's 100% sure. Apart from, of course, creatives. Creatives are on a safe side because creation you can always
go back.
Yeah.
I have many things that I was thinking even before the corona. So I'll try venturing into them.
Yeah. Just do them.
I had several Yeah. So I'll
several what?
Plan Bs.
Oh yeah. Okay, plan Bs, yeah. Because you just wouldn't know. And the whole thing about being a grown-up is like not being in denial. At times, there's some things we have to face whether we like them or not, but we have to take responsibility regardless. Because you can't. This is happening to everyone, but the biggest challenge will be for those who can be able to adapt through this process and after. Because we're already seeing people go crazy online.
Yeah, I've seen in Italy.
Yeah.
They're going crazy. They want to break into supermarkets and steal food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
In so
hope.
many other countries as well.
Yeah, because anarchy, that's the worst situation, especially here in
Mm.
Kenya. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People going
No,
out.
but you see, the thing is with Italy is, if you're in the system, and because I even interviewed someone in Italy, someone in Germany, around Europe, if you're in the system and you've always been working, you'll get either a percentage of your salary or your full salary from the government. And
But
they
you
still
see
have medical.
What?
You're saying, but I see what?
The self-employed people will suffer, especially in Kenya.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. First of all, in Kenya, I think like 60% already people are they already know salary stops coming probably next month. 60%. That's 100% guarantee. It takes longer than next month. 100% guarantee. There's some people who are already like now at home. They just get either half or none at all. Yeah, but let's hope for the best. As creatives, we just have to improvise. So also for you, just use your digital platform. It's not the end of the world yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Hopefully not yet.
We'll come back.
Yeah, we'll bounce back.
Yeah.
So tell people. So first of all, thank you for doing this because, caught you off guard, of course, but we still had to do it. We've already managed to do a whole hour. So I appreciate and thanks a lot for that.
Okay.
And so tell people where they can get you, like, on the digital platforms and everything else maybe that they can catch up with on your platform.
Currently on Instagram, Raphael_Mutua. Yeah, that's where you can get me. From there, you touch base.
Oh, okay. Have you thought of doing a YouTube or not yet?
Not yet. Because I'm also thinking of starting video.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You should. Trust me, it will work to your advantage. Like digital platform right now, anybody who was ignoring the digital platform might really suffer right now. And it's unfortunate because you can't even go for classes. You can't do this. Your mind is not ready to learn because you're thinking about so many other things. But, don't take anything for granted, bro.
Okay.
Sasa, bro. Thanks a lot. I appreciate. Thanks for doing this, and I'll stay in touch. Keep up the good work.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about the lighting. The room is a bit
it's all
dark.
No, it's all good. I think it's all good. It's all good. It works regardless. It's done what it was supposed to do.
Thank you so much.
But we have good, clean audio, so I'll send you a link to the audio maybe in the next 30 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Bro. Keep up the good work and stay safe. Keep washing them hands.
You too. Stay safe.
Cheers, bro.
Okay.
Thanks.